Today on Winthrop Close Up, learn more about how a lack of attention at the wheel is causing an increase in teen crashes.
This week on Close Up, we'll take a look at how some high schoolers turn some hateful words into a beautiful message.
Welcome to a special episode of Winthrop Close Up. My name is Brandon Great. Distracted driving has long been a problem for teen drivers, but recently things have taken a wrong turn. I was there to get the full report. The video you are watching shows teen drivers who are distracted while at the wheel of their cars. According to AAA, this video analysis discovers that distraction was a prime factor in nearly 6 out of 10 moderate to severe teen crashes.
60% of crashes that involve teens result from distracted driving. So that's horrible. And when you look at the fact that 4 out of the last 6 seconds before a crash involving a teen, they're in their phone. That's scary, and we've got to do something about it.
12% of teen crashes stem from cell phone use, which has authorities cracking down on texting while driving laws. In fact, 45 states ban drivers from texting while driving, and one local attorney believes that this new law will prevent teens from cell phone use at the wheel.
We've seen more attention being paid to a problem that isn't new, but there's a lot more attention being paid to it now. And that's a good thing, because hopefully the law and the education will have a deterring factor.
According to AAA, some of the most common forms of distraction that lead up to teen crashes include use of a cell phone, grooming, turning the radio dial, even interacting with other passengers in the car. Parents can also help the cause by being role models for their children while operating a vehicle.
If they would just realize that when you get in a car, the one thing you have to do is drive a car. And to try and keep your teens safe and everybody safe on the road, put that phone down. It's not that important.
The choice is yours. Don't risk your life over something that is 100% preventable.
Life has no redial. Stay off the phone.
For more statistics on distracted drivers and teen drivers, visit carolinas.aaa.com and search the Drive Safely tab. Black History Month has long been a tradition in America for years, but recently a hate crime disrespected the legacy of the observance. Reporter Gabrielle Franklin investigates Rock Hill's reaction.
This is a picture of the landmark rock in front of South Point High School. On the first day of Black History Month, vandals spray-painted a racial slur on the rock, mocking the annual tradition.
It was just really sad to think that, somebody would do something like that nowadays. And we're about 50-50, our population here at South Point, and that just is so hurtful to those kids.
Just 1 month before the vandalism at South Point occurred, all eyes were on Rock Hill to witness the Friendship 9 make history. Now, Rock Hill leaders are calling for more tolerance during Black History Month.
It's clear beyond a reasonable doubt that Americans are very much in need of an education with respect to Black people, their past, their present, and their future.
A lot of people did tremendous things to get us here. They worked hard and they were dedicated. And so we need to remember that when we go into school and we go into our jobs and careers. And so we can keep uplifting what was done in the previous past to acknowledge what's going on now.
The Rock Hill community and people across the nation are now applauding 3 art students at South Point who worked quickly to cover up the slur with the message reading, "We are all equal."
That's really what it was about, like making our students feel valued by us and that we won't stand for people using that kind of word.
Gabrielle Franklin, Winthrop Close Up.
The vandals have since struck South Point High again, but the art students were quick to cover up the obscenity one more time. The Special Olympics came to Rock Hill. Find out how people of all ages enjoyed some healthy competition coming up on Winthrop Close Up.
Stick around to get a sneak peek at what happens behind the scenes of a Winthrop musical coming up.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Welcome back. Per capita, the United States incarcerates more people than any other country in the world, and a large fraction of those convicted are minority citizens. While some call it injustice, others say justice isn't being served. Reporter Michaela Dunbar is at Winthrop University with more on a community discussion.
I'm here outside of Dina's place at Winthrop University, where the Council of Student Leaders will be hosting a panel to discuss the recent outcry for justice nationwide.
Whether it was the Trayvon Martin case, or whether it was the Gardner case, or the Michael Brown case.
After recent controversial cases, Representative Tommy Pope, Public Defender Harry Dest, and Sheriff Alex Underwood addressed Winthrop students and their concerns.
What we have to understand is what are the factors and circumstances that are causing this mass incarceration, and more importantly, what people or what demographic group is being incarcerated.
In the state of South Carolina in 2014, 64% of our population in prison was African American, but yet they make up 27.9% of our population.
You know, what happens, sometimes you see a bad situation and negativity begats negativity, you know, in the way people conduct themselves in protest.
I think one of the biggest things that the group took away from the panel was just being able to form your own opinions based on facts rather than what's presented in the media or by word of mouth.
What you think you know based on what you heard or what you saw online may not be all of the facts. And I think so, more than anything, what I hope these guys will take away is keeping an open mind.
It's a crucial question. Students asked and the panel presented valuable insight into the justice system. This has been Michaela Dunbar, Winthrop Close Up.
Thank you, Michaela. Let's check in with Gabrielle Franklin for today's feature stories. Gabrielle?
Thank you, Brandon. Something is in the air around Winthrop's campus, and it's not the scent of fresh flowers. I set out to uncover what is making our campus stink.
It's springtime, and Winthrop's campus is in full bloom. It's a beautiful sight, but some say that beauty comes with a price.
It smells pretty awful. On a scale of 1 to 10, the thickness of the mulch is probably an 8.9.
Landscapers have been laying down an organic fertilizer that experts say is more beneficial than other landscaping mulch.
This lasts longer than pine needles, a lot cheaper, and it's a lot better for the environment. Trees, shrubbery, more of a natural thing.
While most students say that they understand the mulch helps keep our campus beautiful, they say that they still would prefer not to smell it.
The mulch is pretty. It's pretty around the trees. It's stinky pretty.
It's kind of a big distraction when you're walking to class, you know, remembering notes and thinking of things that you got to get done in the day, and then a wind breaks out and it just wafts you right in the face.
But experts say not much can be done about the smell.
It's just the way it is.
Has the smell of the mulch bothered you? Share your thoughts with us on Twitter at Winthrop Close Up. It's a fun fairy tale come to life. Reporter Michaela Dunbar takes us behind the scenes of the production Into the Woods.
I don't know, being in a musical is different than being in a play and watching a play because it's an experience. You get really close with your cast. You get to work with people that are really talented.
The Winthrop Theater Department produces multiple plays and musicals throughout the year, and right now they're featuring Into the Woods.
I have been working with the students, both the theater students in terms of preparing their music and learning their words and the rhythms, and then I've also been working with the orchestra, making sure that their parts are all correct and they're ready to play and accompany the singers on stage.
There was obviously a really famous Broadway production of the show, and so I looked at that for ideas of what to do and also what not to do, because we wanted to create our own production that had choreography that worked with this specific cast and this director and sort of our vision.
I'm here outside of the dressing room in Johnson, where Into the Woods is currently playing. The ticket sales for this show have been off the charts, which exemplifies the quality of work that the Winthrop Theater Department does on a daily basis.
It's really detail-oriented choreography. There's lots of gestures, there's lots of little footwork and partner work and things like that you maybe wouldn't expect when you come see a musical, but that's what I think has made Into the Woods really fun.
This famous fairy tale has been featured everywhere, from Broadway to the silver screen.
There's always those comparisons between what was done on film and what should be done on stage. But the set design comparing to film, they're such different mediums. And film has the luxury of editing and cutting and of course huge budgets, and we try to create the world of Into the Woods on the stage.
But I do think that it's invigorating, but you have to have the drive for it. If you really are passionate about it, you can really gain a lot of experience and have a really great time.
This spring, the department will be producing Into the Woods, Leading Ladies, and the Spring One-Act Production. Michaela Dunbar, Winthrop Close Up.
That's all we have for features today. Let's take it back to Brandon and the News Sitter.
Thanks, Gabrielle. In today's Making Sense report, learn how to save a few bucks at the bowling alley.
Monday nights from 9 until midnight, we do $1 games and $2 shoes for the college students. I think it's a safe place for them. Hopefully it keeps them out of trouble. But it is also good exercise. Maybe it'll help relieve some stress from college school stuff, I don't know. Tonight it's pretty dead, so there's probably maybe 50 here, but we have nights that we have all 37, 30, 40 lanes going. So it just all depends on what the college students are doing, I guess.
Come on, man.
Have you been the victim of bullying at Winthrop? Are you feeling helpless and alone? Well, there's help right around the corner.
You can find help here at the Crawford Building, located off of Scholars Walk. The goal of counseling here at Winthrop is to help assist students in their mental and developmental issues they may have. Counseling services are open throughout the week, and appointments can be set up by using the number below.
Make an appointment today so we can stop bullying at Winthrop.
The TRIO Student Support Services Program was first introduced to Winthrop University in 2005. The program is designed to help low-income, first-generation, and disabled students make an easy transition into college life. The program offers academic advising, free tutoring, and socials in which every student can participate in. For more information, go to www.winthrop.edu/TRIO or find TRIO on Facebook and Twitter.
Are you struggling in your courses? Come stop by the Academic Success Center today and let us help you navigate the Winthrop waters.
The Special Olympics is an event that brings the community closer together. Matthew Cray was there to capture it all on film.
I'm here at Cherry Park in Rock Hill, South Carolina at the Special Olympics, where people of all ages compete for the gold.
Feet dashed across the ground with heads held high as the Special Olympics began in Rock Hill. Each event ended with a medal ceremony for the winners.
Okay, so the Special Olympics is York, Chester, and Lancaster counties, and the Special Olympics is just big games that we put on, and the Olympians get to compete, and then they get medals.
Alex Wyatt is a 19-year-old student from Clover High School. Wyatt told us why he likes competing in the Special Olympics.
The champion to take home is a medal.
As the Olympians competed in their respective events, there were plenty of fans present to cheer them on.
I wore these different colored wigs for the kids, and the kids love them. These kids are awesome. Every one of us has got a special need. Every one of us has got a special gift, and these kids are special gifts.
Here's what Winthrop's Big Stuff had to say about the Special Olympics. Throughout the day, good sportsmanship was shown by all, and some were happy even if they did not come in first. Anna McCowan summed up the day quite nicely.
The Special Olympics are awesome.
Everyone had a great time, proving that competition can really be fun. Matthew Cray, Winthrop Close Up.
More than 1,200 people participated and took part in this special day. Thanks for tuning in to the best of Winthrop Close Up. We'll see you in the fall.